Welcome back to our DIY heated greenhouse. Now, this greenhouse is sitting about 55 to 57 degrees throughout this day today, and it's been about 20 degrees outside. Very minimal solar activity, but we have all of our compost and our geothermal, everything keeping those temperatures up. And with all those warm temperatures, we're noticing some pest activity. Not the four-legged furry kind that we're used to dealing with. We're seeing six-legged little critters like aphids and stuff like that, and little tiny worm caterpillars. We've been keeping it so warm that the summertime bugs and pests are emerging, or we're transferring them in when we're transplanting. Take all these steps and precautions, soaking them in ice and doing all types of stuff to prevent those pests from coming into the greenhouse. And that's why we sow a lot of these from seed that we grow in the winter time, so we're not transplanting any negative impacting stuff from outside in here. So today we ordered ourselves a set of live ladybugs, and we're going to release these in the greenhouse and check out the aphids. Now, if that sounds interesting to you, please consider subscribing to our channel, because that's pretty much all we do here. So let's get into today's video. So first things first, what do these ladybugs do and what do they eat? So we're putting them in our greenhouse as a form of pest control because they eat aphids, mites, mealy bugs. Best of all, they eat fruit flies also. And I noticed a few here and there, and I set a little fruit fly trap and caught most of them. These should do very well in here. I've been trying to be very careful. I actually opened it and checked already, and all of these little things are alive. So this is what comes in the box right here. So I ended up buying 1,500 ladybugs instead of 500. I don't know, I must have clicked the wrong one. So it was like $6 plus a little shipping. So I'm not really upset about that. So since we have 1,500 ladybugs that I wasn't accounting for, I was accounting for 500 so they could be spread out, very spread out, and have plenty of room to roam and graze or whatever, you know. So we have 1,500 and we've got 520 square feet. So divided up, we've got about 2.88 ladybugs per square foot, and the recommendation is 1 to 3 ladybugs per square foot. So that actually works out pretty well. We don't have food in the entire greenhouse, but we do have a lot, and we have a pest problem. I've definitely got some aphids down on some kale and some of my turnips and stuff. So I just wanted to talk about the ladybugs, what they eat, and basically what they're doing in here, and how much space they really actually need. And they can go for up to 9 months without food. That's a little fun fact there. And they are like the perfect pest control for all of the bugs that we're seeing as a pest problem right now in the greenhouse during winter. So the best part about these little guys is that I don't have to worry about them dying. Like I said, they can go for up to 9 months without food, and they can pretty well survive in any darn climate. They'll just go dormant. They can basically, like a perennial plant, go and hibernate. So here's one more little fun fact before we go release all these little guys. There is about 5,000 varieties of ladybugs, and I have no idea what variety these are. So we just set this little bag here down on this bed. Try and zoom out. We've got all of this space. I'm going to kind of just plot it throughout, but you can see they are just taking off. Jumping from our little ladybug clan, let's go check out some pests. So we can zoom in right up there. That is a mama laying babies. That is an aphid right there. Got a little more aphid activity down on this leaf. There's a little bit of soil because I had sprinkled soil in here, so it kind of is deceiving seeing all the soil on there, but there is definitely little bugs mixed in with that soil. Just jumping down by the geothermal here, we've got this little turnip leaf. Now I noticed a lot of activity down at the base. You can see all that. So that plant is getting overrun. Not good for our crops in here. So let's just gently take this. We've got a couple hundred released there. Most of these little guys are kind of filing out like ants. It's quite interesting to watch them. This is a pretty neat little process as they just start to march off in search of food. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me today while releasing these little guys. I kind of just bounced around. Didn't really show everywhere I released them, but throughout all of these beds I released tons and tons of ladybugs. So they are just going to spread out, and we've probably got a couple hundred left in there. Not like the masses that came out already, so we're gonna take some of these and just lay it right here. I want these guys nice and protected. I don't want any condensation from the roof or anything dropping on them, so they'll just have a nice little place to sit. Gosh, there's so darn many of them. They keep coming up and crawling on me. I'd like to thank you guys again for watching this, and I just want to kind of see, this is the first time we've ordered these and done this in winter time, so we've still got a potato growing here. That's pretty wild. This little box is darn sheltered here, so pretty cool stuff.